you been confused lately, seeing the ads urging us to vote for energy, listening to the landmen explain the honor and pride landowners should feel when they enlist their land in the shale campaign? Do the captains of the oil and gas industry really believe they are our government? They attempt to convince legislators and citizens that extreme fossil fuel extraction is patriotic, that sacrificing America's land, water, and health to let shale drilling, Arctic oil exploration, and tar sands production go forward is the right thing to do for the good of our country. But the oil and gas corporations are not our government. They don't drill for the public good, they drill to make a profit. They're just an industry, like any industry. Like my industry, the food industry. In fact, the restaurant industry is a bigger part of the American economy than the entire oil and gas and tar sands industry, creating more jobs and more GDP and feeding America about half its meals today. But we could be doing more. We could really get this economy going strong, and all it would take is a handful of restaurant business-friendly incentives from Washington. I can see it now. Honorable Senators and Representatives of the U.S. Congress, I thank you for the opportunity to speak before you today to urge regulatory relief from the burdensome, unnecessary red tape and encourage robust growth of the restaurant industry. We can hire many more people, create thousands of jobs across the nation, if you will only allow us the freedom to succeed. Our productivity can be dramatically increased, leading to healthy reserves of American food, if we can eliminate wasteful spending on cleanup. Washing our hands every time we touch raw meat or use the bathroom takes a lot of soap, water, and paper towels. We need an exemption from the Clean Hands Act. Also, it would be much more efficient if we could simply scrape the plates and forks clean, rather than running them through a high-heat dishwasher to sanitize them. Most of the residue left on the dishes is no different from common foods you probably feed your own family. We need an exemption from the Clean Dishes Act. In addition, the cost of using only pure ingredients is really much too high and keeps us from hiring more people and growing this economy. If we could use some of the cheaper substances, like sawdust instead of flour, our expert formulation specialists can produce a much greater quantity of bread for the people to buy. And of course, we could not reveal what our ingredients are, as our competitors could benefit from our innovation. We need an exemption from the Safe Bread Act and freedom from the ingredient list requirements. And if my restaurant needs more sawdust or dirt or tree bark or what have you to supply enough cheap ingredients for food production, citizens should have no right to unreasonably withhold these things from us if it is convenient for us to take them. Not in my backyard attitudes must not stand in the way of progress. We need eminent domain and freedom from other people's property rights. Ladies and gentlemen, if we can secure these incentives to ensure a predictable, stable business climate, I can promise you that the supply of cheap, all-American food can last well over 100 years. So we'd also like some generous tax breaks and subsidies, since we are providing such a critical service to all Americans. Of course, if Europe or China can pay us more for the product, we'll sell it to them. A free market is only fair. In conclusion, oh, excuse me, Senator, did you drop this check? As I was saying, when you are working here in Washington, coming up with exclusive new rights for your friends in business, won't you remember who butters your bread? Thank you.